Fromsoft and its Everdark bosses for NightReign brought in a lot of promise. However, recently it seems like they have gotten a bit too lost in the whole process of experimentation, which has led to some snooze fests. Personally, I was okay with Augur being a gimmick fight because I thought it would be kind of fun to at least have one of the Everdark bosses or even normal NightReign bosses to be a gimmick fight. It's always fun to see what kind of gimmick they can implement and how they will implement it. And will it be fun or will it not be fun? Well, that's like something that you can't really tell until the final product is out and about in the public. Caligo fight was pretty lame and lackluster, to be honest, in my personal opinion, where it did not really deliver the whole Everdark theme of these bosses. Like, it didn't really feel like it was that big of a step up from the normal boss, and I just personally could not enjoy that boss fight. I will say, just like the main base Caligo fight, they are both pretty cinematic, but that's about where I would stop. I don't think that in terms of mechanically the fight offers anything unique that is more fun. And then they announced the next Everdark, Libra. Considering how good the base Libra is and how much the players love that boss, everybody was excited for this one. Everybody just wanted to see how this boss was gonna push the players to their next limit. And then the boss finally arrives, and I am yet to see a person who would sit down with me and tell me properly why this is a good fight. Well, I will tell you why I feel like it's not a good fight. And while this is gonna be a pretty negative video, I do want to say that I kind of understand two aspects. One, I do have a certain level of skill issue, which is causing me to speak up more than probably some other people. Two, I know Fromsoft is experimenting, and I don't want to just go after them too hard because I feel like experimentation is always good, and that is exactly what you need to get something unique that could be good potentially in the future. That being said though, I do want to go in as to why I think Libra is not a good boss, and one of the biggest reasons why this boss is not good is the summons. I feel like they went a little too hard on the summons. I'm not entirely sure why Libra needs to summon these characters again so quickly after he's just summoned them. And sometimes he can summon 2 copies of each player, and it just becomes like a game of running around and making your way around the boss, hoping that you can maybe get in some hits on the actual boss itself, and in that process also ensure that somehow your teammates are alive. And doing all of this, or managing all of this rather, is pretty darn annoying, especially when you have somebody who is playing a ranged character, so be it Revenant, be it Iron Eye. Having those characters means that the spawns that Libra has are actually gonna be very, very annoying, because these spawns can be in your blind spots, shooting at you with the arrows or with the jar cannon, taking away huge chunks of your health bar and keeping you away from the actual boss, which, to be fair, I have not figured out a good way to actually keep the NPCs away so that I can fight Libra. And since killing these NPCs doesn't seem to be actually doing any damage to Libra, I don't understand if there even is a point to go and fight them and kill them, because it just seems like they are a minor inconvenience that you don't really need to fight, but rather figure out a way to just have them around you and still be able to focus down on the main boss, which as of right now, I haven't figured it out, but I would assume that given the time, I probably will keep on getting better and better, and eventually maybe figure out a strategy to actually do it. But I will say that this whole continuous summoning thing is just beyond me, and I am not happy that this is a mechanic that Fromsoft can even think that will make a boss better. It doesn't, and I'm honestly more frustrated at the fact that this was given to Libra. If anything, I think I would have liked to see something like this on Gladius. How about you just make the Gladius boss keep on splitting into multiple dogs? However, you can, keep chipping away at the health bars of each dog, and even if there's 12 of them, hitting one of them would ensure maybe that the health of the whole boss is going down. But in Libra's case, these NPCs, they are just completely useless towards the boss. They are only a minor inconvenience in your path, and they offer really nothing to the actual fight. And I don't even know if Libra really has gained any good fighting moves himself, because I haven't been able to fight him. Since the moment he starts summoning, I am busy with two things. One, trying to kill these NPC summons. Two, trying to revive my teammates. And then comes in this attack, which for some reason splits the arena and these walls do damage to the player. I don't understand the whole logic behind it. Like, what's the point? Because if you are playing in a multiplayer game, the boss is in one section and then you're just standing in the other. And if this, for some reason the NPCs are also not attacking you, that means you're just standing there and your only choice is to go through the wall, hoping that you don't take a hit, or just wait them out while your teammate is probably over there dying and struggling to fight with not just the boss, but also the big army of NPCs that he's summoned. On top of that, he has this stupid challenge thing, which is so funny. Honestly, I don't even think I have a problem with this, but it's just so funny that he cuts down the health of the player and himself in half. But like at the same time, his health is already half and he wasn't gonna heal anyways. So for him, it doesn't really cause any issues, but for me, it's a huge problem because now I am one shot to a lot of the attacks. The management of the fight just does not make any sense to me, and if any of you guys have seen my least favorite bosses in the base Elden Ring game, plus the DLC, you guys know that I put the Leda fight in there, even though that fight, in my opinion, is honestly so much better than this one because that at least has some lower implications. And on top of that, you also can have two summons fighting on your side along with your bell summon, which you can get. So you could easily make it a 4v5 boss fight. But in this one, having more players is just worse. And this game was not supposed to target the people who play these kinds of games alone. I thought that this game's main purpose was to target the people who want to enjoy the co-op experience. When there is 6 NPC summons chasing me around and now I'm having to fend off these guys while also having to fend off the attacks of Libra, making sure that at the same time I am doing something to recharge my ultimate gauge faster so that I can go revive my teammates, and then before you can even go do that, you realize that Libra has now started the attack which splits the whole arena, so now you have to wait even longer or just risk being downed yourself. It just takes all the fun of the fight away. Like, I don't even want to fight this boss, and honestly, if not for the sake of wanting to get basically everything, because I 100% this game, I beat all the base bosses, and so far I have also beat all the Everdark bosses. I want to do it just for the sake of completion, but at the same time I also feel like once I have done this fight, once I have gotten the victory, I really don't ever want to go back and fight this boss. It is such a trash boss design, and considering the amount of people that I have talked to or just have seen talking about this boss, like I went to some professional streamers and like I didn't talk directly to them, but I watched what their chat was saying, what their opinion was, because I didn't want to be like, am I just that bad? Or is the boss actually just trash and Fromsoft messed up big time over here? So safe to say, whoever I watched, they also agree that this boss is a major letdown, and they also disagree with the whole summoning thing because it's overdone, let's be honest. I think if this boss maybe summoned these NPCs once you kill them off, you actually just go and fight the boss, and that's it. Like, you are just fighting the boss. Like, there's a chance that he might summon them again, but it's not something that is guaranteed. As of right now, it's guaranteed. As soon as you're done killing these NPCs, he's guaranteed to spawn them again in your face. And sometimes he spawns 2 of each, which is just ridiculous. Like, you cannot just expect me to take care of so many NPCs. If they were like some casual enemies, let's say that instead of these, maybe he summoned like a bunch of goats that just roll around. Why not just do that? I feel like that could have been so much better than having these stupid NPCs which don't make any sense. You literally have a frenzy goats in the abyssal woods in the DLC, which you could have just teleported over here, or have these frenzy tower enemies that you fight at the frenzy tower that somehow now are able to spawn over here. They also make perfect sense, but a copy of yourself, they just take the whole fun away. And overall, I feel like this fight is just not fun. And some things need to be changed about it. Like, even though I will do my best to maybe try and beat it as soon as I can, because I really want to be just done with it and just move on. If I can't, that's whatever, but I would really try to like at least beat him once and then be done with it and then never go back. I would rather fight the base Libra 100 times than ever fight this guy again. And I have a feeling some people are not even gonna try to listen or try to reason with me. They're just gonna like see the title, see the thumbnail, be like, get good, skill issue in the comments. And I am fine with that. I mean, I am totally expecting that to happen. But at the same time, I want these people to recognize at least the fact that this is a pretty shit boss. I know it's an experimentation. I know they just want to experiment. So I know that whatever other experiments they've got cooking, I'm probably gonna click with at least one of them. I love Night Reign. I absolutely adore this game. It has been so much fun. And honestly, like, I thought that when this game was announced, when this game came out, I thought, like, when people were saying, who is this game for? I literally just wanted to like scream from the top of the cliff, like, me. Look at me, I'm standing right here. This game is literally meant for me. However, this freaking boss is not meant for me, and I am not meant for this boss either. I know I need to, you know, get good a little bit as well, but at the same time, please Fromsoft, this is the last time I want to see a boss that just constantly spam summons NPCs on you. So that was my big old rant. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, which I am pretty sure will be more positive than this one.